So there's an African Economic Conference going on in Kigali, Rwanda, here, our neighbors, and it is also focusing mainly on integration. I have with me Paul Busharezi. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So this conference is focusing on integration. Is it the African integration, the regional? I don't get it. We have been talking about these things for a while.
I think it's an African conference.
Okay.
But we've been seeing integration across the continent.
Yeah. Rwanda has, for example, you know.
Yeah, joined the East African community.
Yeah.
Many years ago, a point I think pushed by then leader of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, was that let's just make this whole continent one and we shall make things happen. But there's an opposite view, which was driven by people like our own President Yoweri Museveni and at that time President of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki, that let's create regional blocks, this work, and then we bring these regional blocks together, which was a more step-by-step thing than a big bang than Muammar Gaddafi. So now we're moving, actually. We've got these regional blocks. I think now there's a bigger impetus to push to bring this together.
Why do we need this?
No, I mean, it's one of the scandals of Africa is that, so for example, African countries do more business with Europe and America than with themselves.
Oh, yes.
And even that's not very much, because our share of world trade is only about 2% by value. That's the last I saw. And within ourselves, we trade only about, I think we've come on average sub-Saharan Africa to about 15% of all our trade is within ourselves. Essentially, you've got trucks just passing through Kenya, straight to Mombasa and out. You know, East African community has really pushed this up, so we're really trading more and more with ourselves. The beauty of that is that shocks in Europe, like has happened with the global financial crisis, might not affect us as badly as they would have before, because we're now trading among ourselves. The beauty of this also is that, you see, think of it like if villages. So in your village, maybe you're a baker or whatever, you're a baker, you can sell 20 loaves of bread. But if you're going to sell to the next 3 villages, then maybe you'll go up to 60 loaves of bread. So if there are barriers to get in the next village, it will reduce your ability to sell. You open the boundaries, as we've done quite well. There are some hiccups with East Africa. You sell more. I mean, in Uganda's case, for example, we are now producing up to 2.5 billion liters of milk a year, which is 10 times more than we were doing in 1986. A lot of that milk is not even consumed in Uganda. It's exported. I know. Exported to as far away as America, by the way. And we don't have any more the horror stories of farmers in Chura pouring their milk in on the village paths when they have nowhere to sell.
Right. What opportunities are in this kind of integration? No,
it's great. As I said, or as I've said earlier, that if the market goes, so I'm a baker, I can do 100 loaves of bread for my village, but now the villages around me have opened up, I can now do 600. I can't do that with the same workforce. I have to increase my workforce.
Absolutely.
I have to buy more flour from my farmers around me. I have to buy more water. I have to use more electricity. So it'll have a spillover effect. The more integrated we are as a region, as a continent.
Right. Thank you so much, Paul.
You're welcome.